Happy to talk about our
Hey,
movie
Nan.
with
Hey,
people who
Nance.
I
are
know.
interested.
Well, thank you for making the time. I feel like I need to go to Lake George now.
Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't know it. I didn't know it at all, and it's so beautiful there.
You play Phyllis, who is like this natural human being that has these gangster attributes. How awesome did it feel to portray that?
I mean, as soon as I read it, Shay called me on the phone. He's like, "I'm sending you a script." And I was like, "All right, I'll read it right now." And I mean, I just fell in love with her. It's a hoot. It's a hoot to be invited to do some of the things she has to do in this script. And female characters are often much narrower than that. Or, they're serving a function in a script. They're not driving the narrative. So the invitation to do that is, yeah, that's what you want to be as an actress. You want to be able to use more of yourself. And Phyllis is actually weirdly much closer to my normal energy than any other character I've played, which maybe I shouldn't admit, but I haven't murdered anyone. But I was capable of some tremendous lying as a young woman. Uh, so I really appreciated it. And then to do it with Shay, who we have a great friendship from Fargo, and it's all built on respect. Shay's a great actor. He's one of the best. And it's very hard to play a character that doesn't speak very much and still be compelling. And Shay does that in this movie so beautifully. And he really breaks your heart by the end. And I knew he would. And I knew I'd have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, while I was watching the film, I was like, reality is most of us would be Dons, where would be like shaking, not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
You're assigned mission.
Do you think you could have done
No,
it?
I
I,
don't.
I mean, what's important? What this film allowed us to do. I mean, we've been talking about it this morning, and it allowed us to stay in the moment, and you don't get that very often in film. We were moment to moment in this, and that it keeps it. This film is alive. It's a living, breathing thing. You don't know which way it's going to go, and that's all you can ask of a great film, And then yeah, the performances. Like when people see her performance, I keep saying if there's a better one out there, I haven't seen it. She's that good and she's on her way. You feel sometimes people have there's a moment in time that you go, oh, something's happening for them in a great way. And I think when people see this, if we can get it out, people are going to see her and she's going to be on that list of leading ladies because of the talent. You know what I mean? It's years and years of toiling and working your craft and then you get the right part.
From what I learned about Phyllis, I feel like it's that confidence. Even if you're saying the wrong thing, you're lying out of your teeth, but if you say it with that strong confidence, it's real.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I think any good grifter knows that you have to believe the story you're telling. Absolutely believe it very deeply. And she just pivots so quickly. It's a quality I'd like to embrace more in my life.
I'm picking up on it.
Good.
So, tell me about the locations and being just you two. So, how did the experience, and which location was one of your favorites besides Lake George?
Well, part of when I said, listen, come do this thing. Number one, you get the part you deserve. You're gonna be able to play a ton of different things in this. But I said also, we're gonna show you a part of. I mean, I'm a New York guy early on, but I came out and we're gonna take you through kind of a love letter to Southern California. You're gonna see Glendale and you're going to see the valley where I live, and then to the western part of the valley, up into Santa Barbara and the magical monarch butterfly forest, and then the Pacific where we do that scene. And then we're going to go up to Lone Pine. And she was like, I'm game. I want to come see. I want to see what you're talking about. And this thing is so personal to Jeffrey. We're using his houses and his cars. And so you feel that. You may not know it as an audience member, but it's a it's a visceral thing that when you see this, it's just in us. So that was part of the allure. When you get to the Alabama Hills, there's not many more beautiful places in the United States than the Alabama Hills,
Like
you
the
know?
moon. It's like you're on the moon.
Yeah.
And you look and you realize that all those old ran down westerns, like all the westerns that were shot out there, and that you're part of film history, you know?
Tell her about you just going out like and getting lost.
Yeah,
On
the
the
producers were really worried. They were like, "You're on foot? Where are you?" Fun.
She really got it's a beautiful film. That's part of it, man. That was part of it. Yeah.
So you wanted to get down and dirty in the dirt.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? I was like, more dirt, more dirt. It was so fun to shoot that scene. It took a long time to find all of the dirt. Uh,
I
I mean,
remember when Jeffrey and Joey Oglesby, they came to me and they go, look, man, we got to throw a bunch of dirt. Do you think she'll need like someone to wants the dirt? She's gonna love this shit. She loves getting, and I mean, we threw that dirt and that syrup and all of that for
spray.
5 hours one day up in the mountains. And that's all her.
Best
That's
day of my
all her.
life.
That was funny. She like takes the initiative and just goes on the dirt, throws herself, just kind of like
Yeah, Phyllis, she's
That's
so
not in the
good.
script.
She
That's
jumps
the
in feet
stuff.
first.
Yeah, she just jumped on it. I remember everybody's like, I told you that's her. She's.
So you guys were here in the valley filming?
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we were in Glendale. I ate a lot of empanadas in Burbank from World Empanadas. Shout out to World Empanadas, delicious. Yeah, it was beautiful. Absolutely great.
Yeah, we shot all through the valley, all through
Yeah.
it. We were, where I first get the ties and the gun, that's when you're on the 5 over there and by Burbank with all the chop shops are. The whole thing is, yeah, shot there.
And the
And
library, like the Glendale Library, and that's great. I just love that location. That was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Well, after watching this film, I thought about it. Someone gave me that task, what would I do? And I did come up with one idea. I would just go drop them off in the middle of the desert, very deep, deep. And then good luck.
Bold.
Good luck to you.
That's harsh. That's very revealing.
Wow.
Wow. I'm glad it's prompted this kind of moral examination, though. That's exciting.
Yeah, so I hope no one knows, because just in case for the future.
I know who
Between
to go to, though, if I need to get rid of somebody.
just between the three of us, that's it.
Just between the three of us. Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, this film. I love the mix of dark, funny, thrill, and crime. Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks for
Thank you
taking
so
the
much.
time to
Thank
talk
you,
about it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.